Hey, I'm back on part two. I was gonna try to do this off camera, but I've already ejected the spring and the detent pin, which it went and hit the ceiling and came back down. But I was lucky to find both of them. But I'm gonna try a little trick here. Get you another breakdown pin, the same as the one. This is the son we're going to get in there. And let me raise this up just a hair. But so I'm going to try a little trick. I had it working. You go ahead and slide the pin in on the other side. All right. I almost had this too. It was so funny. But all right. Put that in. Drop your friggin' detent. All right. The reason that I kept having problems with it going into the hole for the pin, so I took the detent that took the pin to hold the detent up. All right. This is the hardest part too, but let's see how this will work. Alright, hold positive pressure on it. It's got a slot in it, but you can get it started anyway, just as long as you get it started. I'm gonna hold pressure, push it, alright, and just feed the other pin, and they'll come out the other side. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and roll it to get it going to slot. And alright, the tent's in. Push it on through. Alright. It's got the breakdown pin in now, which is going to take a little bit to get it to work back and forth. But oh God, that hurt. Alright, there it is. I'm going to squirt a little bit of oil on it. I got that extra pin. I got spare parts kits and all that crap to go with that, so I go put it back in the box in a minute that I got it out of. The that friggin' oh, dang, derailed my train of thought. What's your what the heck was I going? Oh, knock that little rascal back in there. It'll work back and forth a little bit. It'll get a lot easier. A little bit of oil's not gonna. If you get too much oil on something, it ain't gonna hurt. So I got that pin in, and I don't know if I should. I believe I'm gonna go ahead and try to drop the trigger and hammer assembly in, because it's gonna be a little bit of a booger. But alright. It's your trigger. Alright, there's that pin. I mean spring. Alright, if you look down in the back side of the trigger, you have a little place for this to fit down in. It's got a wide side on that spring. You don't put the wide side down in there. and get it right in that friggin' notch for it. Alright. You don't get this little mother effer. Slide it down in there. Alright. And that's the Sayer. That's the catch in the Sayer. Alright. And you had the trigger spring, which I always get these. kind of screwed up, but let's see. The heavier springs for the hammer. So I'm gonna put the spring on, and there's the pin. Usually you could wiggle it around and slide the pin through without having to tap on it. Which I put my friggin' brass hammer up already, so I hope I don't need to tap. Which I've already screwed up. That goes on the bottom side. Alright. So it's going to be aggravating to get all that crap lined up once you get it in. Let me zoom just a little bit. But, alright. Just want to make sure your spring's still in the slot. Crap. And you know what? I'm going to have to take that dang slip. No, I've got it. Okay. Alright. Now this is going to be the fun part, to try to get the pin, the hole, and the Sayer all lined up. So I'm going to get the friggin' trigger lined up first. Alright. Now, if I could see down in there, see if I can see the Sayer hole. I'm just going to take a stab at it. Try to wiggle it around a little bit. Oh shoot, not too freaking far. Alright, you just have to work with it a little bit. But But anyway, there's a little groove on the pin that catches. But I just pushed down on the sear, wiggled it around a little bit, and held pressure on the pin, and went through. Alright, that's in there. That will stay steady whenever I get the detent for that in, but that comes a little bit later. But that kind of putting the pistol grip on. But the trigger feels good. Alright, now I try to remember how to put this freaking hammer in. How much time we got? We still got 17 minutes. This is rough trying to do it one arm. It still has a lot of pain. And it is very common for people to put the spring on backwards, which I'm thinking, alright, that's the way it goes. But I put them on backwards. I've seen people on YouTube put them on backwards before too. Gosh. Alright. It's got a catch right there, and a catch right a catch right here, and a catch right there. I think the Sarah click in here, and yeah, you got the hook here that catches the back part of the trigger, and then you have the Sarah down there at the bottom that catches that. That's one thing that keeps it from going full auto. And plus you got to have the auto sear that goes in there, or drop in auto sear. But alright, let's see if I can get this Epping thing in there. Which, did I put it in backwards? I put it in backwards. Yeah, I'll put that sucker in backwards. I think I had it on right. Alright, yeah, that is the proper way. Where in the heck am I? Yeah, that's the proper way to put it. And you have to lay it in there. One of those people. Get the friggin' pin first. Alright. This is gonna have a lot more pressure on it. You have to wiggle, work with a little bit, or if you want to take a brass hammer, tap on it. Alright, got one more click to go. Alright, there she is. She's in there. Okay, it's got plenty of tension. Where you at again? Let me adjust this. Alright, hammer's in. You don't never want to let the hammer go. Click it and let it go. Hit that friggin' battery release. That hammer locks in. And the detent. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put this pistol grip on the spring and the detent. Put the pin in first. Put the pin in first. I reckon it'll help if I turn it on that side where you can see it. Alright. Alright, the pin dropped in. Alright, then you had the spring. Alright, the spring's going to fit in the pistol grip. So that little bitty hole right there. Alright, and this is a job trying to get it to stay in. I can't put any pressure on nothing. Alright, got it started on there. I got to try to get the spring back in. I had a pistol grip screw. I have a 3/16 Allen. Well, you can't see me. I don't have it enough light, but using my T-handle. I'm gonna go off camera because it's difficult for me to do it. Let's put it back over here like that there. Alright. If you want to look up, everything has a torch specs. If you want to look it up, it's on the line, but just give it the grunt torque method. Alright, it's got Loctite on it too, so Alright, pistol grip's on. Works. Alright. I'm gonna test the trigger. Oh god. Alright. Don't let it slam up against that part of the receiver. Alright, it works good. Alright, next step is we had the rear breakdown pin, and again it has a little slot, so I go ahead and drop it in there, and you can rotate it, leave it sticking out a little bit, then you can rotate it. But, I got my spring in. Alright, pin went in perfect. This may end up being off camera finish, this build. I just have to see how everything's going. New buffer tube. I'm gonna go ahead and use the new buffer tube and save this, put on that other one. Alright, you're gonna take that apart. Alright, take your castle nut. These places are so you can stake it to that to keep from rotating out. You're gonna put the parts of the castle nut facing the back of the receiver so you get the wrench on it. Alright, then you have that spring and the button. That's for to hold your buffer tube in. And the back side of the threaded receiver, that's a hole that goes down. You're going to stick that in. But you could put it in after you get that on, so, you know. But I just leave it in there. It's probably easy for me. Alright, it's got the piece, the raised part goes toward the receiver. Alright, then your little spring. I've sheared some of these springs off before. And it has a slot. So you got to put this in the slot on the buffer tube. And screw the castle nut out all the way. Which it is better to keep that piece on in there. And alright. And start screwing it on. You're gonna screw it and be careful not to shear your spring off. I have to move it to get it out there. There she goes. But keep a mind on your spring. And you're going to screw it, and then when it gets up there closer to the little button, just keep in mind Be careful not to shear your spring off. Okay. Alright, that button's there. Alright. And you want to wiggle. Alright. Get her clicked down and screw your castle nut back out. Okay. Castle nut screwed out. Buffer tubes lined. Your button. Alright. You want to screw the buffer tube in, and you get right on that friggin' little lip. The tip's supposed to stick up. That's what keeps your spring, your buffer in. I'll go ahead and put that in there. I'm gonna come back and tighten up the castle nut in a minute, because it's gonna be aggravating SOB for me to do it. Alright. There's that. Alright. Where the heck am I at? Alright, that little receiver's built. All it lacks is torquing it down and staking it. Staking, you know, the little spacer that goes in between the receiver and the buffer tube. That's what you want to take your punch and punch. Just put a punch in it where it goes into the little groove on the castle nut. You have 2 or 3 of them. I do 2 of them. But I have my AR armor tool. I'll see if I could try to tighten it up a little bit more, but I'm gonna have to get help to torque it. If you had that part right there, you could get into the crap. I doubt I'm gonna be able to do this. Yeah, I can't put no pressure right now, so I'll have to get some help to do that later. Alright, then you're gonna put your butt stock. Slide it. Alright, pull it up. Alright, get it started. Then you'll be able to slide it where you need to. Once you initially get it in, I think it's 6th position.